Morning, Glenn.
Hi there, Rajesh.
So tables have turned this time, and this time I will be interviewing you.
I'm in the spotlight, aren't I?
Absolutely, you're in the spotlight. So, look, I'm quite intrigued by habits, yeah, and productivity techniques. And you being one of the productivity experts, I would like to know certain things about habits, how people and teams they can improve their productivity, and some other questions. Yeah, you ready for that?
I'm ready, Rajesh.
All right, okay. Look, as they say, humans are creatures of habit. Yeah? And habits are those subconscious things that we normally don't think about. We subconsciously do. Sometimes we are not even aware that we are doing something. Yeah. So, what do you think are some good and bad habits, and how do they affect people's productivity?
Yeah, and that's a great question, Rajesh. And creature of habits. It reminds me of a story back in school when I was in prep in school, and I can remember back that far. And I had this child in the class, and I won't mention his name, who had this filthy habit. He picked his nose.
Oh, gross.
And he didn't change that until he was given awareness of the habit.
Right.
And often with habits, we don't realise things that we do. So with productivity, there are good habits and bad habits.
Right.
And hopefully we're doing more good habits than bad habits. But if we don't have that self-awareness, then we need somebody to point out what some of the bad habits could be.
Right. So I would mention Joe Harry window. So two research scientists, Joe and Harry, they created this theory which is called Joe Harry window.
Yep.
And it talks about the blind spots, things that are known to yourself, things that are known to others, and things that are not known to yourself and also not to others. So I would suggest that people have a look at Joe Harry window. That is quite useful when it comes to self-awareness.
Yeah.
So my next question would be, we talked about productivity.
Yeah.
Do you think that habits or self-awareness when it comes to procrastination, because this is something which affects a lot of people, and they don't know about it. What are the things that can help people be more productive and removing procrastination?
Yeah, well, that's a good one. And I'm always have a wry smile when I talk to business people who say they don't procrastinate because they're too busy. And procrastination, being busy, have no correlation whatsoever. I'm of the school of thought that I think everybody procrastinates some, because we all have things that we don't like doing to some degree, and we tend to put them off. We don't all dive in the deep end straight away. So procrastination. So to reduce procrastination gets into techniques, and there's around 10 techniques, from doing the worst first, chunk it down, make a start, reward yourself, find an unreasonable buddy. They're all techniques, but if you don't apply those, then they add no value whatsoever. So to build a habit, if I wanted to reduce procrastination, I would write that down, that I wanted to reduce procrastination. I would pin it up on a wall somewhere, and then I would tick off that I was consciously reducing procrastination every day for 21 days. And each day, and each time I found myself procrastinating, I would start reflecting and thinking about which technique I could apply.
All right, so you're suggesting that write it down on a piece of paper and also write down the techniques that you're going to use. Would it be embarrassing to say that, look, I'm a procrastinator, or I'm maybe lazy?
Well, I don't think procrastination is lazy, and I think in improvement, there's nothing embarrassing about wanting to improve.
That's an important point.
Absolutely. And we all have strengths and weaknesses. The beauty thing is, productivity is not about speed. Ultimately, productivity is about outcomes. So if we're delivering greater outcomes, then our people around us, our colleagues and friends, they'll want to start learning about what we're doing.
Great, yeah, I think it was quite useful, and I think our people, they will also find it very useful. So thank you very much for telling us about productivity and procrastination and the techniques. If you want to know more, I think you can contact Glenn or myself on LinkedIn, and maybe you can go on Glenn's website as well, glenntinter.com. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
Well, thank you, Rajesh, and I'm so glad you didn't ask too many hard questions there.
Thank you.